Okay, guys, we've just seen the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight. It was a split decision, a draw. In my opinion, a robbery. I've got to congratulate Tyson Fury first off. What a performance! The man came back from mental health issues. He was 30 stone. He lost all that weight, and it was a masterclass. It was an absolute masterclass performance. He boxed beautifully, beautifully. Wilder, he was making Wilder look like a street fighter, an amateur, missing sloppy right hands. And I knew Fury would do that, but honestly, I was always saying in my videos, you know what? I hope, my mind says Wilder, but my heart is with Fury. I wanted Fury to win so badly, because I think this is a man that's misunderstood, and he doesn't get the respect. And maybe now people will give Fury a lot of respect, and they'll understand how good this man is. Because let me tell you something, Tyson Fury is a proper fighting man. Proper fighting man. He got knocked down in the 9th round. He was, in my opinion, winning every round until he got knocked down in that 9th round. Got knocked down in that 9th round, which I think it was a shot on the back of the head, which is not allowed. And I think he got clipped on the back of the head. And he lost his balance. I don't think he was badly hurt. You normally see Wilder, he tried to be aggressive, but I think he realised Fury wasn't hurt. And I think he was feeling some of Fury's shots. A lot of people said Fury, can't punch. I think Fury could have stopped him. If Fury was more aggressive, put his foot down, I think Fury could have stopped him, because Fury was so much superior than Wilder. It was incredible. Like I said, for me, it was a robbery. In the 12th round, that was an incredible round. I've been watching boxing a very long time. And when a man's out, right, you can tell this man's out. Wilder hit him with the right hand and then followed up with a left hook. And Fury fell to the canvas and he looked like he was dead. He was dead on the floor. There was no way he was getting up. He was being put to sleep. What I saw after that, I was just shocked. How did Fury get back up? I don't know how Tyson Fury got back up. It was like an angel picked Fury up. Like someone came from the sky and picked Tyson Fury up. Because honestly, he was knocked out. I think he was out. For like 5 seconds, he was out. How Fury got back up is beyond me. Is beyond me. Honestly, like, I'm a big Joshua fan. I love Wilder. But for a man to come out from so long out of the ring, suffer the problems he suffered, and in 6 months to fight the most dangerous heavyweight out there, and in my opinion won comfortably. Even with the 2 knockdowns, I thought Fury won that fight. In my opinion, Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight in the world. People give Fury a lot of criticism because he talks a lot. He says, I'm a proper fighting man. I don't know how after watching that fight, you can deny that Tyson Fury is not a fighting man. Tyson Fury, for me, is more than a fighting man. He's a soldier. The way it's just unbelievable. Like, a lot of times, I don't think people gave Fury a lot of credit for the Klitschko fight, because I think they looked at the Klitschko fight and they thought, it was a bit of a fluky performance. Klitschko didn't throw anything. But after that performance, how can you not credit? Like, I didn't know how good Tyson Fury was. I didn't know how good Tyson Fury was. After today, I know how good Tyson Fury is. I know that he is, in my opinion, for me right now, I'm looking at Fury as the best heavyweight in the world. Deontay Wilder said before the fight that, Luis Ortiz is the second best heavyweight in the world. I think he knows that now. In my opinion, Fury's the best heavyweight in the world. I think Joshua, it would be a real problem for Joshua as well. I think Fury's only going to get better. He's only going to get sharper. He's not going to get any worse. I don't know what Wilder can do in the rematch unless he lands something. But we've seen that Fury gets up. It's not like he's going to hit Fury and he's going to go down. He's not going to get up. Fury can get up. Fury can take his shots and come back. And actually then, in the last round, what was incredible was that Wilder looked like he flattened him. The fact that he got back up was sensational. But then he started pushing Wilder back and Wilder looked like he was gone. It was incredible. It was incredible. What did you make of the fight?
I thought, personally, Fury won the fight. It was definitely not a split decision. In my opinion, it was unanimous.
Disgraceful.
I'm really disappointed because someone like Fury, from what he came from, it's disgraceful. Even Ben Davison was speaking to BT after the fight, and he was he was absolutely distraught because he's obviously gone through the hurdles with Tyson Fury, and he knows how much of a struggle it's been to get him into the position he is right now. And even he said that, how can you the fighters work so hard, and when they come into the ring, that's the easy part, and for that to get taken away from him, he should be going home to the UK with a WBC belt. I can't. I'm not being biased because I'm from the UK, but it was plain and simple. Tyson Fury did not lose that fight, or it wasn't even a draw. If it was at least 3 to 4 rounds to Fury. And everyone I've spoken to, my mates, my family, they've all said the same thing. So it's not just one of us. It's a multiple number of people that think. Even Lennox Lewis, one of the undisputed heavyweight champions, said that Tyson Fury clearly won that fight. And I'm guessing most boxing pundits will have it the same way. I can't find a case for Wilder winning that fight. Or even, it wasn't even a draw in my opinion with the 2 knockdowns. Even professional fighters like Billy Joe were saying.
But let's not talk about Billy Joe, because Billy Joe's Tyson's friend. So of course you're going to say.
Fair enough.
But just our judgment of the fight. Lennox Lewis, not just like our judgment of the fight.
Well,
like,
my judgment was clear. I had Fury 3-4 rounds.
Fury won that fight. It's not about saying that he, obviously we know Billy Joe and Tyson are good friends, but just generally, I think the whole public can see. Now, there might be some Americans that say, oh yeah, there was a draw. Like Errol Spence said, yeah, he was happy with the draw. But really, I think anybody that is a neutral that's watching that fight.
Even Paulie Malignaggi, he's neutral. When he scores a fight,
he's neutral. He doesn't have anything. He's actually more closer with Deontay than
he had Fury up in that fight.
4 or 5 rounds.
Exactly.
Showtime had him winning by 4 or 5 rounds.
Exactly. So it goes to show that it wasn't a draw. It wasn't a draw. Even with the 2 knockdowns, that fight was not a draw.
Listen, the knockdowns, you only get scored 10-8. He didn't win anything. He didn't win anything. He was losing every round.
Yeah.
He was losing. We know Wilder. How the hell can you get 2 knockdowns and get a draw? He didn't win anything.
In my opinion, the closest that fight could have been was 7-5 to Fury.
One of the judges gave it 115, 111. I don't know what that guy was doing, whether he was watching the fight or he was maybe in the toilet. Like, I don't know what he was watching, because he couldn't have been watching the fight to give it 115, 111 to Wilder. How the hell can you have that fight in that much favour of Wilder? Like, some of these decisions, like, they should sit the judges down and say, score this fight round by round. Tell me how you got that scorecard. Because you can't make a case for Wilder winning that fight. You just can't, even drawing that fight.
Wilder did not win that fight.
To me, a draw was a robbery. To me, even though he got the knockdown, it was still it was just, oh man, it was just.
As soon as Fury had got knocked down twice in the fight, I knew it was going to be a split decision, or there's going to be some sort of controversy. And you got to realize these fighters, even in the Canelo Triple G, before the decision was even announced, someone came up to Abel Sanchez and said it was already a draw. So I think maybe Wilder already knew the decision. You see, but the thing is, it wasn't a draw. It wasn't a draw.
It ruins it because we wanted a decisive winner, and the decisive winner was Tyson Fury. Like, let's be real here. There was no way Wilder won that fight.
No, it wasn't.
Or there was no way he got a draw. You
got to look at the fight from round 1 to round 12. Who dominated the fight? Tyson Fury dominated the fight. It was clear and cut. If a boxing expert,
he did dominate in terms of we can't say dominate, because Wilder did knock him down twice. But in the last knockdown was a really bad knockdown. But he got back up, and if he got back up and he was managed to get to the 12 rounds, he won the fight.
Exactly.
So that's what that matters. Whether it was dominate or whatever, the fact is Fury outpointed Wilder in that fight, and he should be leaving with a WBC belt. And honestly, in the rematch, if they fight again, I think Fury does him easy. I actually think Fury could have stopped him. I think there was times in there where Wilder was like shaking, wobbly, like. I honestly think Wilder, if Fury had been more aggressive, I think he would have stopped Deontay Wilder. You got to realise, Fury's been out the ring for so long, and he's managed to come back and give that kind of performance
against someone like Deontay. Deontay Wilder's probably, if not the second best heavyweight in the world. And he's put a performance up like that against Deontay Wilder. You got to realise, after 3 years out, imagine if he didn't have that 3-year layoff and he fought him straight after Klitschko. You'd have schooled him easy. Tyson Fury's a way better boxer, better fighter than Deontay Wilder, hands down. And he did not lose his fight today.
What was funny about it was the fact that, when Deontay knocked Tyson Fury down in that last round, Deontay started celebrating and started dancing. And then they showed the footage while he was dancing. I think he in the corner of his eye, he looked there and Fury was getting back up. And it was like a look of like, oh my God, this man is something else. You know, it was one of them where you're thinking, no, that didn't just happen. He's not getting back up, is he? And that, like, honestly, like, because there was no way you could think that Fury was going to get back up. And then he didn't just get back up. He weathered the storm and then actually put a nut on Wilder. And Wilder looked like he was about to go. You know, he's an incredible fighter. Fury's an incredible fighter. Just the fact that he's come back and put in that kind of performance, you know. He won that fight. You know, I think in the rematch he will win, I think, quite convincingly. I wouldn't be surprised he even stops Wilder. It's obviously the Joshua thing. I'll make a separate video about the Joshua whole situation, but I think today is about one man, and that's Tyson Fury. You know, for him to come back and some of the things, I don't think the British public have ever given him respect. Hopefully now the British public will actually get behind Tyson Fury, just like they did with Joshua.
I think a lot of Brits actually did come out today and support him. He had a lot of support.
Yeah, he had a lot of support, but the thing is, they haven't got behind him like Joshua. I think now they need to get behind him like Joshua. You know, because let's be honest, Tyson Fury and Joshua, it's not like Joshua's way better than him. Joshua's not way better than... Actually, I actually favoured Fury in that fight. I always favoured Fury to beat Joshua, but... And that's not... Like I said, I think Joshua's a great fighter. I think Joshua's one of the best out there. But it's just the fact that stylistically, I don't think Fury's very stylistically matches up well for Joshua, you know? And I think it's a tough ask. I think it's a tough ask for both Wilder and Joshua, because Fury's only going to get better. Fury's not going to get worse. Fury's only going to get better. He's only going to improve. He's only going to improve and get better in the rematch against Joshua, because he's going to have another training camp. He's now going to be more motivated, because he's going to think, you know what, I've just come back, fought probably the best heavyweight in the world and given him all work and probably won the fight. You know, even though I had such a bad time, but brilliant performance from Tyson Fury. I think massive coup to him. I think he put in a special performance, a performance that, you know, he should really be proud of. I think he does Wilder in the rematch. I don't think Wilder can do anything. I don't think what can Wilder do in the rematch to change? There's nothing he can do.
No, I don't think, like, to be honest, like, one of his sparring partners, Malik Scott, he was like, oh, Wilder's going to pin him, Wilder's going to do this, but he couldn't really do anything in the fight. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be straight up. Wilder was absolutely terrible today, apart from the punches he landed to knock him down.
He always looks terrible, but we know that. But the difference is, I think he came up against a guy that was very slick.
You got to realise, if Tyson Fury just ran around the ring in the last round, he had won the fight.
Yeah.
He just took the chance of, you know, just showing a lot of heart, just standing there in the centre.
But I think what Wilder's realised is now that he's fought Ortiz and he's fought Fury.
And also one thing I would want to say is that Wilder is in a corner now, because he's probably scared to fight Fury, because he knows that Fury will probably beat him in the rematch, and the public, he has to either fight Fury or Joshua, and they're both
I won't say
fights.
Scared, they're both big money fights. He's put himself in a situation now where actually he's going to get paid a lot of money, because Wilder's always going to be a big name. Now just say if he fights Fury and loses to Fury, you know, he's still going to be there, and Joshua would still want to fight him. So the thing is that I don't know what's going to happen now, because you got to realise the demand would actually, it could make I'll make a separate video about the Joshua situation, but like I said, a great performance from Tyson Fury. I thought he won the fight. I think he should have got the decision. Unfortunately, he didn't. They didn't give him the decision, but I think it was his fight. I think he won the fight. Any final thoughts?
No, just that I thought Tyson Fury definitely won that fight. It was a robbery in my eyes as well, and to a lot of others. So that's it, really. Just got it for the man.
There you go, guys. The Gypsy King has come back with what a performance against probably the most feared heavyweight out there. And he's shown that he's, if not the best heavyweight, he's up there as the best heavyweight in the world. You know, it's in my opinion, it's still up in the air between Fury, Wilder and Joshua. But, you know, on that performance from Fury, you have to make a strong case that he's one of the best out there. And you probably say in a rematch, Fury does Wilder a lot easier. But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts. Let me know what you thought of the fight. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.